So by combining, that bias from the daily and forming a high, larger time frame bias as far as, a long bias, that today is going to be a green day.
Hey everyone, Aiman is here and look who's back, Simon. Simon,
I'm alive and well, yeah.
So Simon had a great holiday and now he's ready to be back with us, crushing it back with trading. Today we're also back with the stock trading simulator series, and we'll be talking about a trade that I've taken last week. I think that was 12th of January on CCL. It met the criteria on the daily, the 60 and the smaller time frames, but to make it more clear for you, we'll go through a deep explanation as we always do. And let's start it with Simon.
Yeah, sounds great. Thanks, Aiman. And thanks for having me back. I'm excited to be back and tackling the trading front. It was a nice vacation other than getting sick there for a while. So nice to be in full swing and at like 90% health. So, without further ado, let's dive into CCL. I thought CCL was an awesome setup. And mainly due to the fact that the daily was just rock solid, right? So taking a look at the daily, you can see over roughly the past week of trading days, you have very clear consolidation and kind of that small channel forming right into the 9 EMA. So typically in setups like this, you'll usually find that Aiman and I are trading the extremes of the channel, but actually in this case, it kind of more so meets the criteria in the formation for a typical breakout setup, especially when you zoom in and look at the 60-minute chart, right? So you see that on the daily, we're opening kind of towards the top of the channel, but on the 60-minute chart, we actually do have an ABCD pattern forming. You see the break and the pullback into all of the major moving averages like the 9, the 20 EMA right there, and the 50 SMA just below it. And what's nice about a pattern like that is, right, so you have the daily confirmation. You have a daily channel. You're opening near the top of the channel. You have 60-minute confirmation in the sense that you have a consolidation within the scope of that daily channel, right in that upper portion as well. So there's an excellent opportunity to actually buy any of those dips at any of those major support levels that you can recognize. So looking at CCL, the most obvious one would be right around that pre-market low, so right around 21.85 there, which, as I mentioned previously, also coincides with the configuration and confluence of the moving averages there. So by combining, that bias from the daily and forming a high, larger time frame bias as far as, a long bias, that today is going to be a green day. Looking at the 60-minute, seeing that confirmation for the consolidation near the high of the channel, we can then turn to the lower time frames and actually see how price behaves as it approaches our level of support that we're looking to actually place a long order. So, Aiman, I'd love for you to walk us through kind of how you handled the execution in the trade, looking at the 5 and the 1.
Yeah, thank you, Simon. And as I mentioned, this is just a typical A+ daily pattern with the 60-minute chart. And unfortunately, we don't see a lot of those. If we see a lot of those, that would be amazing. I'll be playing them every single day. So now going to the smaller time frames, we have our levels, and the level that is marked is 21.85. That is the level of support. This is where I want to buy CCL closer from. Starting it, you could see that CCL, it opened up above VWAP, first bullish candle, maybe did a small fake break above that consolidation, started selling off, and that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to sell for a sell-off to buy as close as possible to the level of support. And unfortunately, that's so fast. But anyway, let's assume that we bought it somewhere in this area. Now that we're in this position, what I'm going to do is just hold on to this one to get my big target. My stop loss is below the level. And unfortunately, and that happens, sometimes stocks, they sell off a bit more, right? What am I doing in this case? In this case, if the stock just continues selling off, I leave it. Plan failed, let it go. If the stock hovers around the level, giving you some confirmation candles, showing you that yes, the level was right, but it wasn't exact, because sometimes levels, they're not exact levels to the penny. Sometimes they're ranges, right? I'll be waiting for some sort of confirmation around the area, and I'll be entering on the next candle after the confirmation. I'm not going to enter around here only because now it's holding around the level. It could easily close as a red candle, and then on the next candle, it could continue the sell-off. So around here, I'm just waiting or watching my other stocks, managing my other positions, but I still keep a close eye to this one because it is ideal on the bigger time frames. And I guess I missed the entry. So looking at the 1 minute chart around here, you could see what we had around here is a reverse hammer on the first, you could add down here. So look, you had a reverse hammer on this 1 minute candle, and that reverse hammer, it was followed instantly by a hammer. This is one of my favorite patterns on the smaller time frames. When you see a reverse hammer, it shows you weakness. It shows you that the price would actually sell off more. And it actually did. It sold off and it broke literally by 1 cent instantly to get bought back up with a bigger lower wick. That shows the strength. I love these candles pattern. If I see on the daily chart the hammer followed by a reverse hammer, I'm short bias. If I see a reverse hammer followed by a hammer, I'm long bias on the next candle. Same thing intraday. When I got stopped out around here and I see this pattern around here closer to the level that I'm interested in, I'm definitely interested in buying it on the next candle. And this is exactly where I got in. If you go to the Twitter channel and check the live trades that me and Simon are posting almost on a daily basis, you can see that the entry was somewhere around this candle once it made a new high, because that confirmed the pattern. Now, what's the stop loss? The stop loss after that is the new level that it bounced from. So right now you'll have a stop loss of 2080 with an entry around 2186. That would be 6 to 7 cents stop loss. And all you need to do after that is just hold on to the position to your desirable risk to reward. For me personally, my risk to reward on average is somewhere around 7 to 1. You could start partially closer to the high of the day, 25 for example, or 30, wherever your risk to reward starts meeting the criteria. And one thing which you could also do, and this is something me and Simon are starting to work on, is swing trading. You could see that on the daily chart, this one had a really good pattern. Daily looks like it's ready for a breakout. Today, it's finally breaking out. We're sitting at around 22.37 or 22.35. So the next day, this stock is more likely to continue the trend. So you could hold on to this really good entry with this stop after you locked in some of the profits on this day around here, and hold on for this remaining for position for the next day or maybe the next couple of days. So yeah, that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions, feel free to type them in the comment section. You can follow me and Simon in Twitter. You'll find them around here. If you want to see more of our trades that we post on daily basis. And also don't forget about the feature that we added to the stock trading simulator. You can simply click on this button, share on Twitter, and it will redirect you to your Twitter channel with a link to post. Make sure to just, it's blocked. Let's allow that. Make sure to just tag me and Simon if you want us to comment on your trade. We are always happy to help you. Do this, add Simon and me. Type any question you have and we'll be more than happy to reply to that. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great long weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody.